Hello my dear students, welcome to the lecture on the problems based on the chapter sound. We have to solve question number 7, 13, 14 and 20. So before we go to proceed to solve these questions, we should always have the revision of the formulas as I told you first of all. See, when it comes to wave, then wave has, this is a wave, one wave. It starts from the point and same point it should end. This distance is called as the wavelength, and wavelength is denoted by lambda. Okay, then we have frequency, which is denoted by this, and this is called as nu. And then we have wave speed, which is denoted by u, or actually speaking, in your it is given somewhat of this sort. You can use this, but I usually use v for this wave speed. Okay, this is nu. Okay, frequency is denoted by nu, and the formula for wavelength is wave speed means u upon frequency. That is nu. Okay, my dear students. So this is the first formula that you should know. Lambda is equal to wavelength upon frequency. And of course, apart from that, we have to know that formula of acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. S is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, these are sufficient. Then we can go to solve the questions based on these formulas. If I go to solve question number 7, I just request you all people to take your textbooks with you, because this printout may look clear or may not look clear. A person has a hearing range from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. This is his hearing range. Hertz is a unit of frequency. Okay, unit is frequency. Wavelength is basically meter, centimeter, whatever it is, because it is length. Wavelength, sorry. And wave speed is meter per second or centimeter per second. So here the person has a hearing range from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. What are the typical wavelengths of the sound waves in air corresponding to these two frequencies? Now here what we have to do is that, see here, the speed of the sound is three 344 meter per second. This is the speed of the sound. For frequency is equal to nu 1, it is 20 hertz. If the frequency is 20 hertz, wavelength lambda 1 will be equal to, as we know, it is wavelength is equal to wave speed. Now this is going to be the same wave speed, which is basically u upon frequency, which is nu 1. Okay, so wavelength will be lambda 1 will be, wave speed is what they have told, it is going to be uniform because it is the same sound wave. 344 upon frequency is 20 hertz. Okay, fine. This will give you what? 0, 2, 1s are 2, 7s are 14, 2s are 4. This is the division, and then decimal 17.2, because this 0 is there. So one decimal I am removing. So that is equal to 17.2, because this is meter per second, that's why 17.2 meter. So this will give you the wavelength of the sound for frequency 20 hertz will be equal to 17.2 meter. Now second one, for frequency is equal to nu 2. This nu 2 will be how much? 20 kilohertz. 20 kilohertz will be how many hertz? So multiplied by 1000, 20,000 hertz. Okay, so now wavelength lambda 2 will be equal to wave speed, again u upon nu 2. Now here lambda 2 will be, u is what over here again? 344 upon 20,000. Again the same thing I will do. One, two, three. I'll divide this. This will become 344 is going to be still it is going to be 172. Okay, 2 divided by 344 will be 172. Then how many decimal? 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places I have to give. 1, 2, 3, 4. This many meters is going to be the lambda. Okay, is equal to 0.0172 meters. Okay, this is the answer. Therefore wavelength of sound okay, this is done. Now let's go to solve question number 13. This is an interesting question again, my dear students. Actually here what is happening, a stone is dropped from top of a tower 500 meter high into a pond of water at the base of the tower. When is the splash heard at the top? Now this is interesting. When is the splash heard at the top means from which point? Like supposing, see, try to understand the question first. See, this is the lake. We can consider this is the lake, and from here there is a tower which is at a distance of 500 meter high. You are standing over here. Fine. Now you are dropping a stone from here. The moment you drop the stone, the time has started. The time has started. Now the stone will reach to the surface of the water over here. This much time it will take, some time it will take to reach to the surface of the water. And here the sound will be created. Okay. The moment the sound will be created, now the sound has to travel to you again. That much distance it has to travel. That is distance traveled is T2. Time is T2. Distance is 500 meter. It is coming 500 meter down. It is going 500 meter up. But 500 meter down, stone is coming, and 500 meter up, sound wave is coming. So the total time at that time here you will be able to listen the sound. That will be T1 plus T2. I will have to calculate two sounds. Okay, for stone, you should write over here calculating time taken by stone to reach the surface of water. Now over there we know distance, that distance is equal to (500 meter). This is the distance that stone has traveled down 500 meter high into the pond of water. It is dropped. So initial speed, which is equal to u, is 0 meter per second. Final speed we don't know, but definitely we know acceleration due to gravity is equal to G or A, have they given us 10 meter per second. Actually it is 9.8 meter per second square, but they have given us 10 meter per second. So to get this time travel, calculating time taken by stone to reach the surface of the water, you should underline this. The time taken by stone to travel 500 meter down, this be equal to T1. Fine. So now if we have to use this formula, what all formula we have for U? A is equal to V minus U upon T. This also has T, and S is equal to UT plus half AT square. T is present in both. If I go to use this T, acceleration means acceleration due to gravity I have. Final velocity I don't have. Initial velocity I have. So I don't have final velocity. So let's consider this. S is distance traveled. This I have. U is initial velocity. This I have. T I want to calculate. A is G I have. T I have to calculate. This is a formula that is ready for me to use. So I will tell over here, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. S is what? 500 is equal to U is what? 0 into T, T1. Let us take it as T1 plus half into, this is 10 into T1 square. So this will 0 into T1 will become T, will become 0. 2 5 this will become 5 T1 square. 500 upon 5 is equal to T1 square. T1 square is equal to 100. So I will have T1 is equal to 10 seconds. Okay, so the stone has taken time 10 seconds to reach down. Now it is the time to calculate that how much time sound has taken to come back to the observer. Okay, so calculating time taken by sound wave to come 500 meters up to the observer. Underline this. Always give the direction what you are going to do to the person who is checking. So here we will have to take, see, it is very simple. We know time taken, speed is equal to distance upon time. We know the speed of the sound wave is going to have one uniform speed, no initial velocity, no final velocity. We can simply use speed is equal to distance upon time. Time is equal to distance upon speed. T2 distance is 500 upon speed is, they have given us 340. This will go, so 2 25s are 17s are, so 25 divided by 17 I have to do this. No, 17 ones are 17. 17 plus 8 will be 25. 1 0. This will be 4 are 68. 2 12 0. 7 are. That's all. 1.47 seconds. So T2 seconds. So time after which sound will be heard will be equal to T1 plus T2, that is equal to 10 plus 1.47 11.47, that is equal to 11.47 seconds. Okay, my dear student, this is so easy. Let's solve question number 14. In question number 14, a sound wave travels at a speed of 339 meter per second. If its wavelength is 1.5 centimeter, what is the frequency of the wave? Will it be audible? Okay, fine. So now this is of the same type where we say wave length is equal to wave speed upon frequency. So here we have got sound wave at a speed. The wave speed is equal to u is equal to 339 meter per second. This is wave speed. If its wave length, lambda will be equal to 1.5 centimeter. So that will be how many meter divided by 100? 0.015 meters. Okay, and then we have to find frequency nu. Now we know we have to calculate frequency. So frequency is equal to wave speed upon wavelength. So that's what we will write. Frequency is equal to wave speed upon wave length. Therefore frequency will be equal to wave speed is 339 upon 0.015. This will be 339 upon 15. How many decimals? 1, 2, 3 we removed. 2, 3 will go over here. 3 5s are 15. 1s are 1s are 3s are 0 0. 3 zeros. 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10. 6 are 0 0. This is the frequency is equal to 22600 hertz. Okay, this is the frequency. Now we know that frequency, anything that is higher than 20,000 hertz, we can't hear that. It is inaudible. Not higher than means it's inaudible. So since frequency higher than 20,000 hertz is inaudible, therefore the given what is that? Frequency is inaudible. Okay, so with this we finish question number 14 and now we move to question number 20. Okay, my dear students, which is supposed to be the last question. A sonar device on a submarine sends out a signal and receives an echo 5 seconds later. On a submarine sends out a signal. Now we actually, if we know a submarine, whichever is a submarine over here, if it has got a signal like this, this is a device which emits a signal and also receives a signal. Sonar device on a submarine sends out a signal and receives an echo 5 seconds later. Means it receives it emits the sound signal. This sound signal hit and come back, and it is received by the same emitter. This time between emitting the signal and then receiving the signal is 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Calculate the speed of the sound in water if the distance of the object from the submarine is distance of object from submarine. Okay, submarine is equal to 3625 meter. So D is equal to 3625 meter. We have to calculate the speed of the sound in water. But then, my dear students, time taken by the sound is to go and come back. Okay, that means the distance traveled by the sound is the same distance it is traveling twice. It is going down and coming back the same distance. So the actual distance traveled by sound wave will be 2d, which is 2 into 3, 6, 2, 5. That will be 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4, 5, 3 6s are 12, 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6, 2 5, no 7 2 5 0 meters. 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4, 5, 2 6s are 12, 2 are 7, 7 2 5 0 meters. This is the actual distance. While traveling, the wave is traveling this distance twice. So that is the actual distance traveled by the sound. So to travel 7250, it has taken 5 seconds in all. So now we have to calculate the same thing. Speed is equal to, we have to calculate speed. Now speed is equal to distance upon time. Therefore speed of sound wave in water will be equal to, distance is what, how much it has traveled, 7250, and time taken to travel this distance is 5. Okay, so this will be 5, 1s are 5, 2s are 10, 5s are 25, 0s are 1 2 5 0, 5 1s are 5, oh no, 5 4s are 20, 1450, yes, it is 1450 meter per second. Therefore speed of sound in water is equal to 1450 meter per second. Okay, so you can see that in water the speed is higher of sound. In air it is 340, 344 we have seen till now. It was something of that range, 344 and all. In the any medium, the speed of sound is higher. So with this we have finished this 4 questions, my dear students. So I hope you are ready for your questions related to sound.